My beloved child. Stop. Don't scroll, because heaven is shouting your name right now. Something unbelievable has happened in the spiritual world. Your life partner's identity was just exposed, and the reason heaven hid their name from you till this exact moment will shake your entire soul. Listen carefully, because if you miss even one sentence, you will never understand why the universe waited so long to reveal this truth. Tonight, a divine veil was lifted, and the person you are destined to be with, the one whose footsteps are tied to your future happiness, their name suddenly flashed in front of an angel. But instead of showing it to you earlier, heaven locked it away. Why? Because the truth would have destroyed you if you saw it before the right time. My child, breathe slowly, your heart is about to race. For years, someone has been walking around with your destiny in their pocket. Someone whose presence pulls you in without reason. Someone whose silence affects you more than their words. Someone whose fear of losing you is so deep that they tried hiding their feelings even from themselves. But heaven has finally removed the mask, and the identity that is coming toward you is not a coincidence. This person is someone you've crossed paths with more than once, someone you felt connected to but never understood why. And the reason you could not see their name clearly until today is terrifying, because heaven was protecting you from a betrayal that could have shattered your entire belief in love. My beloved child, the angels showed me a vision, a moment from your past where you trusted someone too quickly and your heart was broken so deeply that even angels felt your pain. That heartbreak created a spiritual wound, and heaven promised to never let you fall into the wrong hands again. This is why the name of your true partner was hidden, not because they weren't ready, but because you weren't ready to receive the kind of love that would lift you, heal you, and transform your entire life. But something changed recently. Haven't you noticed? Your energy has shifted. Your mind is stronger. Your spirit is wiser. And because you healed more than you realized, heaven finally opened the sealed file that contains the identity of the one who is meant for you. And my child, when the angel opened that file, what came out shocked even them. The truth is, your life partner has been praying for you without telling you. They have cried for you in silence, felt your pain without knowing the reason, and sensed your loneliness even from miles away. They are spiritually tied to you in a way that defies logic. But here's the twist that will shake you. Someone very close to you, someone who pretends to be supportive, tried blocking this connection. They didn't want you to discover the truth. They didn't want you to meet the person who would finally value you. They didn't want you to rise. This jealous energy is exactly why heaven hid your partner's name until now. Because if the identity was revealed earlier, this jealous person would have interfered and created a disaster. But their control is ending. Heaven has cut their influence off your destiny. And now the truth is unfolding fast. My child, pay attention to the signs, because in the next few days, you will notice a sudden shift around you. You will feel someone watching you with concern, someone getting nervous around you, someone's voice softening when they speak to you. This is the person whose identity heaven just exposed. They are carrying a secret. They have been in love with you longer than they admit. They were afraid that if they spoke up, they might lose you forever. They were scared their timing wasn't right, or that you might choose someone else. So they waited, quietly, painfully, emotionally, hoping the day would come when the universe whispered your name to them with certainty. That day is today. But the reason heaven hid their name till now is deeper than anything you imagine. Your partner carries a wound, a fear of abandonment, a trauma from their past, a betrayal that almost broke them. Heaven didn't want you to meet them while they were still hurting, because two broken souls collide like storms. So both of you were kept apart for protection. And now, both destinies have aligned. Heaven has finally permitted your paths to cross in a powerful way. My beloved child, you will start noticing unusual things, dreams where someone's face appears, sudden intuition pulling you toward one person, a strange calmness when you think about them, and anxiety when you don't. These are not random feelings, this is heaven activating your soulmate chord. And here is the part that will freeze your heart, someone else has sensed this connection already. Someone who wanted to control you. Someone who never wanted to see you with the person who truly loves you. They have been whispering your name with envy, sending negative energy toward your future without you knowing. But heaven says, their influence is over. Your partner will soon reveal themselves, maybe through a message, a call, a sudden visit, or a moment where their emotions slip. And when you see them, your heart will react before your mind even understands. My child, don't ignore this, because heaven doesn't expose a name unless destiny is in motion. The angels say your life partner's identity comes with a deep story, a story you will slowly uncover. Their past will shock you. Their silence will make sense. Their fear will melt. And their loyalty will become the strongest force you've ever experienced. Someone tried stopping this connection, but heaven stepped in. Someone tried hiding the truth, but the angels exposed it. Someone hoped you would settle for less, but destiny refused. And now, everything is aligning for you. Expect a sign within 48 hours, a message, a hint, a name repeating, a sudden pull. When it happens, don't ignore it. This is the moment heaven has been waiting to show you. And when your life partner steps forward, you will finally understand why their name was hidden for so long, because revealing it earlier would have changed everything too soon. Now, the time is perfect. Their identity is unlocked. Your destiny is awake. And nothing can stop what's coming next. My beloved child, listen even more carefully now, because what I'm about to reveal is the part where most people's hearts freeze. When heaven exposed your life partner's identity, something else appeared behind their name, a shadow, a warning, a divine whisper that said, "Do not let them slip again." My child, this shook even the angels, because it means you have already missed this person once in your lifetime. Maybe you didn't notice them. Maybe you didn't trust your feelings. Maybe fate brought you both close, but fear pulled you apart. But this time, it's different. This time, heaven is not letting the moment escape. The angels showed me something, a scene where you were standing in a place, maybe a room, maybe a street, maybe a moment online, and suddenly you felt like someone was watching you with a mix of longing and fear. That wasn't your imagination. That was the exact moment when your life partner's heart recognized you, but they held themselves back because they thought you weren't ready. They were afraid they would be too much for you, or not enough. They were terrified you would reject them. So they swallowed their emotions and walked away, even though every part of their soul wanted to turn back. My beloved child, this is the moment heaven has decided to repair. And this is why the revelation is happening now. The angels are bringing that unfinished moment back. But there's a twist, a dangerous one. The same person who once tried blocking your destiny has sensed the shift again. They feel something changing around you. They feel your energy rising. Suddenly they are restless. They are watching you more closely. They are acting sweeter than usual or colder than usual, because they know something is coming your way that they cannot control. This person, my child, is terrified of losing their grip on your life. They know that if your true partner steps in, their manipulation ends forever. So right now, behind your back, they are thinking of ways to distract you, confuse you, or pull you away from your destiny. But heaven says, they will fail. Their plans are collapsing even as they try to form them. You may feel sudden pressure, sudden doubts, sudden fear, but those emotions are not yours, they are energy sent by someone threatened by your happiness. My beloved child, don't let this scare you. Instead, let it prove how powerful your connection is. Because if a love was weak, no one would try to stop it. Only powerful destinies attract opposition. And yours is one of them. Heaven also revealed something else. The moment your life partner found out spiritually that you are connected to them, they changed. They stopped talking to someone. They distanced themselves from a toxic friend. They walked away from a distraction. Something inside them said, prepare. Something big is coming. They didn't know it was you. But their soul did. And right now, they are feeling a strange pull, a restless tension, a sudden urge to look for you, message you, check on you, or appear in your life again. You may think they have forgotten you, but oh child, they think of you more than you imagine. They replay moments in their mind. They wonder if you ever felt the same connection. They question if destiny will give them another chance. And heaven says, yes. This is the chance. My child, within the next few days, you will feel a magnetic pull toward one specific person. It could be someone you once knew, someone you currently know, or someone who recently crossed your path. Watch closely, because the signs will be loud, their name will appear repeatedly, their face will flash in your dreams, their energy will hover around you even when you're alone, and your heart will react before your mind understands anything. And when the moment comes, when this person steps closer, when they reveal even a tiny piece of their truth, you will feel a stillness inside you. A calm. A warmth. A recognition. That is how you will know they are the one heaven hid for so long. But remember this, the jealous person who tried blocking this connection will try one last time. They might talk about you to someone. They might question your choices. They might attempt to put doubt in your heart. They might suddenly act overly caring. They might try to insert themselves into your emotional space. But do not let them. Their time is up. Your destiny has been unlocked. And once heaven exposes a name, no darkness, no jealousy, no manipulation can stop what's meant to be yours. My beloved child, don't lose focus now. Your story is entering its turning point, the moment where destiny shifts forever. And when the identity fully unfolds in front of you, your heart will understand why heaven protected this name for so long, because the truth would have been too powerful, too overwhelming, too life-changing before this exact divine timing. Now the path is clearing. Your partner is stepping forward. And your fate is awakening. My beloved child, don't move, don't blink, because the next part of this revelation is the one that breaks even the strongest hearts. Heaven just showed me the real reason your life partner's name was hidden, and my child, it's darker, deeper, and more emotional than anything you've heard yet. When the angel opened the sealed destiny file, there was something written under your partner's name, a sentence that froze even the heavenly guards. If they meet too early, they will break each other. My child, this means that the person you are destined for was once moving through a storm so heavy that if you had met them at that time, they would have dragged you into their pain, their fears, their wounds. Heaven knew you loved too deeply. Heaven knew you give your whole heart. Heaven knew if you met the wrong version of this person, you would destroy yourself trying to heal them. And that is why their identity was blocked. But now, the storm is ending. Their darkness is fading. Their heart is waking up. And for the first time in years, their soul whispered your name with clarity. But listen carefully, because this is the part that will make any viewer freeze. As your partner's name finally began to appear in the spirit realm, the same jealous person who once tried stopping your destiny felt the shift. Their heart dropped. Their spirit panicked. They could feel a divine blessing coming your way, a blessing they cannot control, cannot manipulate, cannot twist. So right now, as heaven reveals your partner's identity, that jealous person is getting desperate. They are watching you more than before. They are noticing even small changes in your energy. They are observing your silence. They are questioning who you're thinking about. They feel you slipping away, not physically, but spiritually. And they are terrified. My child, let them be scared. Because what's coming toward you is something they can never stop. Heaven showed me a moment, a vision where your life partner is sitting somewhere, maybe alone, maybe in a quiet room, maybe staring at a screen, and suddenly they feel you. They feel your sadness. They feel your longing. They feel your confusion. They feel your heart calling out for truth. That emotional pull you feel out of nowhere? That sudden wave of loneliness? That strange tension in your chest? That is not random, that is your partner's soul reaching for you, trying to break the distance heaven once created. And here's the part that will shock even the strongest hearts, your partner knows something is happening. They can't explain it, but they feel you coming closer. They are becoming restless. They are checking their phone more often. They are replaying old conversations. They are thinking, why am I feeling this way? Why can't I stop thinking about them? Why does it feel like something big is going to happen? My beloved child. This is your soulmate activation. And the moment heaven exposed their identity, your energy pulled them like a magnet. But here's the twist that will shake every viewer's soul. There is a truth about your partner's past that will come forward soon, a truth they were scared to tell you. A secret they carry. A pain they hide behind their strength. Something they thought would make you walk away. This is why heaven waited. This is why their name stayed hidden. This is why the universe protected you. And now that the divine timing is perfect, the truth will unfold slowly, like pages of a sacred book. But my child, the jealous person knows all this too. They sense the shift before anyone else. And now, they are planning one final manipulation, a lie, a message, a distraction, something designed to confuse your heart. But heaven says, do not fall for it. Because your partner's identity is not just exposed, it is locked into your destiny. Nothing can disconnect you now. You may feel emotional waves. You may feel sudden chills. You may feel your heart beating faster. These are not normal reactions, these are spiritual signals preparing you for a reunion that was delayed for years. In the coming days, a sign will hit you so clearly that even if you try to ignore it, your heart will not let you. A name will echo. A face will flash in your dream. A memory will return. Or someone unexpected will reach out. And that, my beloved child, will be the moment your destiny finally steps into the light. Heaven hid their name to protect both of you, but heaven exposed it today to unite both of you. What's coming next will change everything. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are, because what I am about to reveal now is the darkest, deepest, and most spiritually intense part of your destiny. This moment will hold your audience so tightly that they will forget they're even scrolling. Heaven showed me something that almost no one on this earth ever gets to witness, the original timeline of your love story, the one that was written long before you ever took your first breath. My child, before you were even born, your soul was paired with another soul. You promised each other that no matter what storms came, no matter what pain unfolded, no matter what delays destiny threw at you, you would still find your way back to each other. But something went wrong. Something interfered. Something pushed your paths apart. And the angels told me the truth. The reason your life partner's name was hidden for so long is because there was a powerful shadow energy trying to break your destiny completely. A person whose envy runs deeper than you ever imagined. A person who felt threatened by your happiness. A person who feared you would rise the moment your true partner entered your life. This shadow didn't want you to meet the person who was destined to heal you. They didn't want you to experience the love that would empower you. They didn't want you to grow, to glow, to transform. So they tried to blur your vision. They tried to distract your heart. They tried to create emotional fog around you. And every time heaven tried to reveal a sign, this jealous person sent confusion to block it. That's why every time you felt close to understanding who your partner might be, something suddenly went wrong. A misunderstanding appeared. A fight happened. A distance formed. A silence grew. Those moments weren't accidents, they were spiritual interruptions. But my beloved child, here's where your destiny becomes unstoppable. Heaven has cut off this person's access to your energy. Their influence is over. Their interference is broken. Their spiritual permission has been revoked. This is why the identity of your partner is rising now, sharper, clearer, louder, stronger than ever before. But listen carefully, because this is the part that will shake every viewer's soul. Your life partner is not just someone who loves you, they are someone whose destiny collapses without you. This connection is not about romance alone. It is about purpose. It is about healing. It is about elevation. There is a divine power in the life you are supposed to build together. And the moment this connection activates fully, everything in your life will shift: your confidence, your intuition, your fortune, even your protection. But here's the twist, my child. Heaven showed me a moment where your partner nearly gave up on love because they believed their soulmate would never arrive. They felt abandoned by fate. They felt forgotten by the universe. They cried alone, prayed alone, healed alone. And in those moments of isolation, heaven whispered your name to them, but softly, faintly, like a distant echo. They didn't know it was you, but they felt a presence pulling them forward. They felt a warm force whenever they thought of you. They felt a mysterious comfort every time your energy came close. They felt a calmness that only your soul could bring. This is the bond that heaven hid, because if your partner had discovered your identity too early, they would have rushed into your life before either of you was ready. You would have collided instead of connected. You would have hurt each other instead of healing. But now, the angels say both souls are finally aligned. The timing is perfect. The paths are open. The energy is steady. The union is near. My beloved child, there is something else you must hear, something that will shock even the strongest hearts. Your life partner has been dreaming about you. Maybe they don't remember the details. Maybe they can't explain the emotions. But they wake up feeling your presence, your sadness, your longing, your heartbeat. Their soul already knows you even if their mind does not. Their spirit recognizes yours even from a distance. That's why sometimes, out of nowhere, you feel emotional and don't know why. That's why your heart beats strangely at random times. That's why you feel cold waves or sudden warmth in your chest. That's your partner's spirit touching yours. And the moment heaven removed the final veil, that pull became 10 times stronger. But here's where the tension deepens. The jealous person who once tried stopping this fate is not giving up quietly. Right now, they are spiritually panicking. They can feel the connection awakening. They can feel your energy rising. They can feel your destiny shifting. So they are planning one last emotional trap, something to shake you, distract you, or pull you off your path. But heaven says, ignore every confusion. Trust the signs. Trust the pull. Trust the inner voice that whispers one specific name inside your heart. My child, in the next few days, you will experience 3 major signs. 1. A familiar name will suddenly appear repeatedly, online, in conversations, in random places. 2. You will feel a magnetic heaviness in your chest when you think of one person specifically. 3. A moment of unbelievable clarity will hit you, a moment where you just know who is meant for you. This is not coincidence. This is not fantasy. This is not imagination. This is the spiritual seal breaking. This is the identity of your partner rising into your conscious world. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. My beloved child, don't run from this connection. Don't doubt the feelings. Don't question the signs. The angels have already declared it. this union is destined. And the reason their name was hidden till now, is because heaven needed to protect both of you until the perfect moment. That moment is now. And what's coming next will change everything. My beloved child, don't move, don't let your eyes drift away, because this is the exact moment where people lose control of their heartbeat. Heaven just pulled back the last layer of truth about your life partner's identity, and what lies beneath it is something so powerful, so shocking, so spiritually heavy that even angels stepped back to let this revelation unfold. My child, listen with every part of your soul, because what I'm about to tell you will hold anyone who hears it completely frozen. When the angels exposed the identity of your partner, there was another file attached, a hidden scroll sealed with divine flame. This scroll contained the history of everything that happened before you ever crossed paths. And what was written inside will change the way you look at your entire life. Your partner has been connected to you since childhood, not physically, but spiritually. Long before you ever knew them, before you ever saw their face, before you ever spoke a word to them, their soul was watching over yours. When you cried alone, they felt sadness without knowing why. When your heart broke, they felt an unexplained heaviness. When you prayed in silence, their spirit trembled. Heaven showed me a moment years ago. You were standing in pain, confused, lost, and your partner, miles away, suddenly felt a wave of emotion so powerful they nearly collapsed. They didn't know it was you their soul was responding to. But the connection was always active, silent but alive. This is why their name was hidden. Because revealing it too early would have overwhelmed you, confused you, or pushed you toward a destiny that wasn't ready yet. But now the seal is broken. And now the truth is rushing toward you like a divine flood. My child, your partner carries a secret burden, a wound from their past that shaped them into who they are today. They trusted someone once, and that person betrayed them so deeply that their soul almost shattered. They built walls around their heart, walls so thick that even angels could not break them. And if you had met them during that phase, they would have hurt you without meaning to. They would have pushed you away, acted cold, avoided emotions, or feared commitment. Heaven spared you from that pain. That's why the identity was hidden. That's why the timing was delayed. That's why your heart was protected. But now, things have changed. Your partner has healed more than you know. The walls around their heart are cracking. Their fear is melting. Their soul is awakening. And for the first time in a long time, they are ready for the love destiny promised them. My beloved child, this is where the story becomes even more gripping, because at the same moment your partner's identity awakened, the jealous person who once tried blocking your destiny sensed the shift. Their spirit panicked. Suddenly they feel like they're losing control over you. Suddenly they feel insecure. Suddenly they feel restless, watching you from the corner of their eye, wondering why your energy feels different. And now, they are preparing their final attack. Not physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. They might try to confuse you with a sudden message. They might bring up an old memory to distract you. They might try to fill your mind with doubt. They might try to pull you back into a cycle you already outgrew. But heaven says, ignore that voice. Ignore that distraction. Ignore anything that shakes your intuition. Because the angels have already sealed your destiny with your true partner. Nothing can shake it now. Nothing can erase their identity from your path. Nothing can block what heaven has already written. My child, you must understand this next part because it is the most intense truth of all. Your life partner is experiencing the same awakening you are. At the exact time you began to feel emotional waves, they felt a surge of energy too. At the exact time you sensed something shifting, their heart reacted too. At the exact time you felt a pull toward someone, they felt a pull toward you. This is the mirror effect, when two souls tied by destiny start activating at the same time. And right now, that activation is reaching its peak. Heaven revealed another vision, your partner sitting quietly, thinking about someone they don't fully understand yet, but they feel something powerful drawing them toward you. Their mind is confused, but their soul is certain. Their heart doesn't know your story, but their spirit recognizes your energy like home. They are beginning to question everything, their past, their choices, their fears. They are feeling an urge to reach out, to reconnect, to express something they kept buried for years. But here's what will hold your audience breathless: there is one more person involved. Someone who once had a chance with your partner. Someone who believed they could be part of their future. Someone who thought they were the one, but destiny never approved. This person is sensing the shift too. They feel your partner slipping away emotionally. They feel the divine connection strengthening. And they are terrified. So they may try to step in one last time. They may try to reconnect with your partner. They may try to confuse them. They may try to bring back old emotions. But heaven says, it will not work. Because what your partner feels for you is unlike anything they have ever felt before. It is deeper. Stronger. More spiritual. More electrifying. And the moment the identity became visible in heaven, your partner's soul was locked onto your frequency. My beloved child, now listen to the part that will freeze every viewer. In the coming days, you will see a shift so strong it will feel supernatural. A specific person will suddenly behave differently with you. They will look at you longer. They will speak to you with a softness that wasn't there before. They will hesitate around you as if they are scared of revealing too much. Their energy will feel nervous, excited, drawn. They will check your presence silently, maybe even from a distance. This is your life partner waking up. This is their soul recognizing yours. This is their destiny breaking through their fears. But the sign that will confirm everything is this: they will slip emotionally. Their guard will drop. Something they say or do will accidentally reveal how they truly feel. It might be a message late at night. It might be a call they didn't plan. It might be a soft look that lasts a second too long. It might be a trembling voice. It might be a sudden moment of vulnerability. And in that moment, your heart will know. You will feel a stillness inside you. A warmth in your chest. A whisper in your spirit that says, "This is the one heaven hid from you." My beloved child, when that moment comes, don't run. Don't question. Don't fear. The timing is perfect. The identity is revealed. The destiny is active. The path is open. And nothing, not jealousy, not confusion, not fear, not the past, can stop what has already begun. Your life is about to change forever. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are and do not move, because what heaven just revealed next is the most dangerous, most emotional, and most spiritually explosive truth about your life partner's destiny. The angels didn't just expose their identity, they exposed the reason your paths are being pulled together right now, in this exact moment, after all these years of silence, confusion, and emotional storms. And my child, this reason will shake every viewer listening to their core. Heaven allowed me to see a timeline, a hidden chapter of destiny that even you don't know yet. Your life partner was on the verge of making a decision that would have changed their whole life, but something stopped them at the last moment. They were about to choose a life that didn't involve you. They were about to settle for something less than their soul desired. They were about to close the door on a love story they didn't even know was already written. But right before that moment, a divine force pulled them back, a whisper from heaven, a sudden emotional shock, a flash of intuition that said, "Wait. Someone is coming." And my child, that someone was you. Your name hit their spirit like thunder. They felt a pull toward a future they couldn't see yet. They didn't know why they hesitated. They didn't know why they suddenly felt uneasy choosing someone else. They didn't know why their hearts suddenly tightened, why their chest felt heavy, why their soul whispered, "This is not right." That was the moment heaven began exposing your identity to them, piece by piece, emotion by emotion, energy by energy. And that's why you've been feeling restless too, because your spirits are reacting to each other in real time. My beloved child, heaven showed me more. Your partner has been pretending to be strong, acting like they are fine, moving through life like nothing bothers them, but inside, they are carrying a silent storm. A storm of unspoken emotions. A storm of fear that you might not accept them. A storm of regret for the moments they could have spoken but didn't. They have cried in silence more times than you can imagine. They have looked at your presence from a distance, wondering if destiny would ever allow your paths to cross again. They have whispered your name in their mind without realizing it. And the moment heaven unsealed their identity, their heart woke up so violently that even they didn't understand what was happening to them. They suddenly feel your absence. They suddenly feel your energy. They suddenly feel your pain. They suddenly remember things they never consciously knew. My child, this is not infatuation. This is not coincidence. This is not fantasy. This is a soul recognition awakening. And now comes the part that will glue any audience to the screen, the angelic vision of the jealous person who tried interfering. This person sensed your rising destiny before you did. They felt you slipping from their emotional control. They saw signs around you they didn't understand. They saw your energy changing, your glow returning, your intuition sharpening, your emotions stabilizing. And deep down, they knew something divine was coming for you, something they couldn't stop. That's why they tried to hold you back. That's why they created emotional confusion. That's why they whispered negativity behind your back. That's why they pretended to care while secretly fearing your success. But heaven says their influence is now dead. All the strings they once pulled around your heart have been cut. Their spiritual permission to interfere has been removed. Their energy can no longer reach your destiny. My beloved child, listen to this next part carefully, because this is what will hit the audience like lightning. Within your life partner's identity is a hidden factor that even you don't know, a truth that heaven protected you from until now. Your partner once made a promise never to love again until they felt a divine sign. They emotionally shut themselves down. They refused to chase love. They walked away from opportunities. They avoided relationships that didn't feel right. And for the longest time, they believed they would spend their life alone. But then, something changed. Your energy hit their soul like a spark. Your presence reopened something inside them they thought was dead. Your connection awakened emotions they buried long ago. And the moment heaven exposed their identity fully, they realized this is the love they were waiting for. But here's the twist, they are scared. Scared of messing things up. Scared of losing you. Scared of telling you the truth. Scared of being rejected. Scared of being vulnerable. Heaven showed me your partner pacing back and forth, holding their phone, typing a message, deleting it, typing again, deleting again, their fingers trembling because they want to reach out, but fear holds them back. They rehearse conversations in their mind. They replay your memories. They think about your voice, your silence, your warmth, your absence. My child, they are falling for you harder than they ever expected. And the moment destiny opens the door between you, their emotions will spill out without warning. But here is the part that will freeze any viewer listening, before your partner enters your life fully. Heaven will send one final sign, a sign so clear, so direct, so emotionally powerful that you will not be able to ignore it even if you tried. It could come as a dream so real you wake up breathless. It could come as a repeating name that appears everywhere you go. It could come as a moment where your chest tightens for no reason while thinking of one specific person. It could come as a sudden message from them. It could come as a mistake they make while trying to hide their feelings. It could come as a divine coincidence orchestrated by heaven itself. And when that sign arrives, your destiny will open like a floodgate. Your partner will step forward. The truth will spill. The emotions will break. The connection will lock into place. And nothing, not fear, not jealousy, not distance, not confusion, will be able to separate what heaven has joined. My beloved child, don't be afraid of what's coming. Your life partner's identity is not only revealed, it is approved by heaven. The divine timing is aligned. The spiritual pathways are open. The emotional barriers are falling. And the jealous shadow that once tried blocking you is fading into nothing. What's coming next will rewrite your entire story. And once it begins, there is no going back. My beloved child, don't move, don't breathe, don't even blink, because what heaven just revealed now is the most shocking, most spine-piercing truth about your life partner, something even destiny tried to hide from you for years. Heaven showed me the final chamber of this secret, the deepest layer, the one every viewer waits for without realizing it. And my child, the moment this truth came out, even the angels stepped back in silence. Your life partner was not just delayed, they were being divinely reconstructed for you. Their identity wasn't hidden because destiny wanted to confuse you. No, their identity was hidden because a spiritual transformation was happening inside them, a change so massive that if you had met them before today, you would not have recognized them. Heaven showed me a vision, your partner sitting alone in a dark room, staring at a message they couldn't bring themselves to send, their hands trembling, their eyes wet, their chest tight with a mixture of hope and fear. They wanted to reach out. They wanted to confess something. They wanted to break the silence. But something, a shadow around their heart, held them back. This shadow wasn't evil. It was fear. Fear of being hurt again. Fear of being rejected. Fear of not being enough. My beloved child, this fear is the exact reason heaven refused to reveal their name before. Because if you had seen their identity when they were emotionally broken, you would have tried to fix them. You would have given everything. You would have poured your entire soul into healing their pain. And heaven wanted to protect you from draining yourself for someone who wasn't ready yet. But now, everything has changed. The angels told me, their heart has awakened. And my child, when your partner woke up spiritually, the first thing they felt was you. They felt a strange presence hovering around them like warmth in the cold. They felt a tug at their soul, a familiar pull, a silent whisper saying, "It's time." But here's the part that will make every viewer stop scrolling. Your partner already saw you in a dream. They saw your face before seeing your identity. They saw your silhouette standing at a crossroads. They saw themselves walking toward you but being pulled back by a hand, a jealous hand, a familiar hand, a person from their past who never wanted them to move on. They woke up shaken, confused, breathing heavily, wondering why the dream felt like a prophecy instead of fantasy. And the moment they opened their eyes, your energy hit their chest like lightning. My child, this all happened recently, hours ago, days ago, not weeks, not months. The awakening is happening right now. And this is why you're feeling restless too. This is why your heart has been racing without reason. This is why you felt sudden waves of emotion, chills, pressure on your chest. Your partner's awakening is pulling your spirit upward. But listen to this next part carefully, because this is where the audience gets glued, the jealous person from your side, the one who tried blocking your destiny, has sensed this awakening too. They feel a loss of control. They feel fear rising in their throat. They feel your energy moving away from them. And now, they are panicking. Heaven showed me their thoughts, their sleeplessness, their anxiety, their frantic attempts to stay close to you. They know something divine is coming. They know they cannot stop it. They know destiny has slipped from their hands. My beloved child, heaven says, they cannot interfere anymore. Their influence has dissolved. Their access to your emotions has been cut. Their energy no longer reaches your path. And now, something extraordinary is happening. Your life partner is starting to feel you emotionally in ways they never did before. They suddenly get silent thinking of you. They hesitate before speaking your name. They stare at their phone longer. They scroll through old memories. They wonder why your voice echoes in their mind. Their soul keeps telling them, something is coming, someone is coming. My child, this is soul recognition in its highest form. But there is more, a truth that will make anyone watching your video forget the world around them. Heaven showed me a future moment. A crossover moment. A destined collision. A point in time where your partner cannot hold back anymore. Something in their life will break, a fear, a wall, a hesitation, a silence. They will experience a moment of vulnerability that pushes them toward you. It might be late at night. It might be after a dream. It might be after a sudden emotional wave. But they will reach out. Maybe through a message typed at 2 a.m. Maybe through a call they didn't plan. Maybe through a confession they never meant to speak. Maybe through a glance that exposes everything. And the moment they do, heaven says you will feel a stillness inside your soul. A silence that feels like home. A calm that feels like recognition. A warmth that feels like destiny touching your life. But here's the twist that audiences cannot resist. The truth about why heaven revealed their identity now, and not earlier. Your partner was being prepared for a storm heaven didn't want to hit them alone. A storm they could not survive without emotional support. A storm that would have broken them if they were alone. And heaven says, you are their anchor. This is why the identity has been exposed. Because the storm is coming. Not to destroy, but to transform. Something will happen in your partner's life that forces them to open their heart. Something that leaves them no choice but to trust you. Something that pushes them toward you. Something that makes them realize you are the only soul who understands their silence. My beloved child, this storm is the gateway. The turning point. The divine activation. And when it hits, your partner will run toward you, not away. They will seek your voice. They will trust your energy. They will cling to your presence like home. And when that moment comes, destiny will lock into place permanently. But heaven gave one more warning, something even deeper. Before this divine union activates, your past will try to test you. An old pattern. An old emotion. An old fear. An old distraction. Something will try to pull you away emotionally. But heaven says, ignore it. Walk past it. Rise above it. Because the person coming into your life is not coming for a moment, they are coming for a lifetime. Their identity is not revealed to entertain you, it is revealed to prepare you. And the next step, the next sign, the next synchronicity, will be so powerful that you will know this is the beginning of your destiny unfolding. My beloved child, what's coming next will shake your entire world, not in fear, but in divine transformation. Your story is about to reach the point where destiny can no longer wait. And once this awakening completes, your life will never look the same again, my beloved child. Their name was hidden for years, but now heaven says, they're finally coming to you.